Alright, welcome back. This one I'm going to show you the two different booms, how we do that, and consequences of if you don't select the right boom and boom length before you just send it all. So first we're going to go back into the store, go to the Liebherr LR section, go all the way to the right. And for this crane we only set it up for a standard boom. So here's the standard boom. You can pick your color that you selected earlier on the main machine. The base. The main boom base. This can be lifted by a crane. This can be lifted by an assembly. Alright, so now this now, we got it close enough, we got to attach it, and it hides with the icon for where it's at. Boom out. Once it reaches the right spot, then it's actually start. Spot. So about here, hit full or unfull, and then it'll show the boom that you configured. Alright. So this is this boom. I'll also show you the how to install the pulleys. Alright, so we've got a boom nose. I'll show doing the boom nose. And so you've got two different pulleys. You have a 300-ton pulley, which has 10 sheaves. Yeah, 6 in the center, 4 on the outside. That's 6. Then you have a 320-ton pulley, which has an extra 2 pulleys on the outside, so it has 12 pulleys. Actually, you had to buy it. Single line hook goes on here, but it can also go on each one of these. Then you have 3 hooks that have single blocks. Then you have 3 hooks that have dual blocks or double blocks. With these, if you're using double blocks, you have to use one 320-ton pulley and one 300-ton pulley, and that is only on when you do not have a luffing jib or a fixed jib. If you have any other boom, then you can only put when you only have a luffing jib, these can only go on with one. You can't double them up. And so if you have a luffing jib, you cannot use the double blocked hooks. Each of these does have a configuration for a single block, and so those can still be lifted. But if you configure them for a double block, they're not going to lift up. Alright, so let's get one of these. We'll get 5 sheave, so you can build it, which means you can actually attach the weights there, and then you can select how many lines you want. or you can actually select the number of lines, and that will actually add the weights. So you go up to 10. Let's get the right color we want. And so I'll show you with these. So you can do, so these start with build. The components will come a little bit later because these hooks are partially universal, but you can do build. So here you got 2 lines with a single block, 4 lines with a single block, 4 lines with a double block, 6 lines with a single block. So with a single block, if you have a single pulley set attached, you can lift it. Double blocks mean you have to have both pulley sets attached to the same section. 8 line, 12 line, then back to building. These also have something very similar, just more number of lines. Then here you have the weight, which you can configure in color as you see fit. Alright, there we go. So what we do is the boom nose attaches to the unit. So if you do not have a luffing jib or a fixed jib, you would attach it here. You have a different connector there, which allow this to attach, which is actually this same connector, which is on the end. So I'm going to shift these over just a little bit right here so that they're not going to get hit if a train goes by. There aren't any collisions on the main boom, so you don't have to worry about the main boom. But once you add pulley sets or components to the end, you will buy. I forgot to buy the 300-ton pulley set. Colored it and everything, but didn't buy it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take the 320-ton pulley set. What's nice is wherever you put these is where you can put a hook. So I want to put one here. You can see here, there's only enough brackets from center, allowing it to connect. Further out, you can see on the, we'll call it the SA. So there's multiple sets. When you have it out this far, you can't do multiple sets. And so only when the S end is at the non-pivoting boom or jibbing boom will allow you to actually attach it. But you can see you can attach when it's back on the main boom, not just the jib. Sorry, I'm trying to check the trees in the code. You can attach a pulley set here, or pulley set here. So you can put a 300 or 320 ton set here, 300 or 320 ton set here. So it doesn't matter which section you put there. Let's get another hook. We're going to do a 3-hook system. Get 3 sheave. So with this, that's a hook opening. to go off to the right. So notice all these have an arrow coming from the right, going towards the left in relationship to the crane. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the crane. So you notice it's all showing that I can attach 320-ton pulley set. And that shows up there. I'm going to go back to boot 3. Raise up here a little bit. Go to the right a little bit. Attach 300-ton pulley set. Amazingly, it's already allowing me to select that. Let me see, I'll try to get a little bit more to the right. I dropped the hook. Boom goes there. Now I'm attached to the boom nose. Now do best to have a ballast on already. Get that 5-sheet block back attached. There we go. What you're noticing is because I have no weight, I've got too much weight out at the end, so it's not really allowing me to move it. Unless I hook down. So I'm using the hook to actually push myself up. Alright, so now when I attach this weight, now we won't be able to. Alright, this should be showing that there's a 3-sheet hook down towards the end. Must have messed something up with the icon. You see the 5-ton sheet, the 5-sheet hook has a 5 on the icon. And a single block doesn't have, it just has the hook. So that's how you set up the hooks and the standard boom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you You notice whenever you come back in to modify it, you've got back to the standard lattice boom. So now we're going to go select, I'll do the heavy. So there's the heavy. Now I got to reselect lengths and everything else should be fine. Now once I do this, everything that I had attached is now detached. Right, so that's why I suggest making sure that you have everything configured the way you want. Now I'm just going to try to attach what I can. Okay, so the boom, don't want attached yet, because I need to get the Derrick boom. those attached. Now we can go back, unhide, and now you'll see it actually looks right. Okay. So now I shall raise up the SA arm, which will bring the Derrick up, and then I can also lower. You're right, you can't. Okay, so one thing to get those, I wanted to have this arm actually raise. And so for right now, gauge. So standard, that's the selection axis. So now back outside, I can raise the Derrick, but then keep the main boom where it's at. Before the next video, I'll reattach all the other components so you can see. Because we'll be going with ballast next. So pretty much once you connect everything back again, you can lift up the main arm too. Once you actually get it past relapse cylinders, if I know, but I understand correctly, or to make sure that the barbs don't come back too far. You see that all the main boom as well as the Derrick. The main boom has its own setting. Alright, so we'll go back inside. Alright, the only other thing I'm going to show you guys in this video is the multiple pulleys on that boom tip there. So, alright, so these can go on either side. So if you have a single pulley attached here, you can do a single block. If you have multiple pulleys, or if you have two pulleys, then you can attach two blocks. What you'll notice is I put these a little bit farther apart, that way so that they're slightly outside. That way when you lower it down, see it's, the pulleys are slightly outside from where they're actually going. That way when you try to attach them, they actually attach to the outside portions. Now we got the pulleys set up. Now I can buy one of the big hooks. Let's do 8 lines, why not? crane over. Up a little bit. Slowly crane over. So you cannot see it. Touching. There we go. Now you just gotta have ballast and you're ready to lift. Alright. See you in the next tutorial.